Every now and then, a piece of software comes along that just completely takes over the conversation. Right now, that's an open source AI agent called OpenClaw. And wow, it has stirred up a level of excitement and, frankly, a level of fear that we just don't see every day. So let's get into what makes this tool so fascinating and so frightening.
Now, that quote isn't from some 20-something who just discovered coding. That's from Mark Pess, a tech veteran who's been around since 1975. So when a guy like that says something is the most fun he's had with a computer in half a century, you know we're not just talking about another app. We're talking about something that feels like a real revolution.
And there it is. That's the whole story, the central conflict. How can one thing be so inspiring, so much fun, and at the same time be described by cybersecurity experts in the most terrifying terms imaginable? This is the two-faced story of OpenClaw, part genius helper, part absolute security nightmare.
Okay, so to really get what all the fuss is about, we've got to understand what we're actually dealing with here. Because OpenClaw isn't just another chatbot. Oh no, it's way, way more powerful than that.
Right, so think about it like this. A chatbot just talks back to you. An AI agent can actually do stuff for you. You can give it a high-level goal, like, hey, figure out the best flights for my trip to Tokyo, or go through my emails and get rid of all the junk. And it just goes and does it. No hand-holding required. And the crazy thing is, this thing basically appeared out of nowhere. It was created by just one developer a few weeks ago, and it absolutely exploded online. It just goes to show you how fast a powerful open source idea can catch fire. All right, let's talk about the good stuff first, the Dr. Jekyll side of this whole thing. There's a reason people are calling this AI with hands. For a lot of folks, it feels like AI is finally able to, reach out of the chat window and actually interact with your digital world. And look at the kinds of things it can do. It's not just summarizing a web page. People are using it for agentic shopping, where it literally goes and finds and buys stuff for them all on its own. And that persistent memory, that's a real game changer. It actually remembers your conversations and learns over time, becoming an assistant that's truly personal to you.
This quote just nails the feeling. It feels alive. Mark Pessy, the guy from before, he even named his agent Claudine. That tells you everything. This stops feeling like a tool and starts feeling more like a collaborator, this little ghost in your machine working alongside you.
And believe me, this isn't some niche hobby. Over 145,000 stars on GitHub. I mean, for those who don't know, that's a massive deal. It means developers all over the world are not just looking at it, they're excited, they're grabbing the code, and they're building with it. The momentum here is absolutely huge. But for every developer getting excited, there's a security expert pulling their hair out. Because the very things that make OpenClaw so powerful also make it unbelievably dangerous. One expert called it a smoking hot vibe-coded AI agent disaster. Basically, it was built to be cool first and secure, well, maybe later. Let's see why. Okay, this is the heart of the problem. It's this lethal trifecta. 1, it can see all your private stuff, your files, your emails, everything. 2, it browses the open web, which is, let's be honest, filled with sketchy and malicious things. And 3, it can then act on what it finds by sending out emails or messages as you. Any one of those is a risk. All 3 together, that's the perfect storm. And if that sounds a bit abstract, well, these numbers make it terrifyingly real. A security tool ran a check on OpenClaw. When it was hooked up to Google's AI model, it scored a 2 out of 100 on security. Let me say that again, a 2. It wasn't much better with other models either. They found that 91% of attacks designed to trick the AI with hidden instructions worked on the very first try. It's like leaving your front door wide open. And this isn't just a what-if scenario. It has already happened. Attackers found a way into a popular tool that developers use for 8 straight hours. Anyone who updated that tool also got OpenClaw silently installed on their computer, completely without their knowledge. Just poof, it's there. This quote pretty much says it all, doesn't it? The first dumpster fire, these sneaky supply chain hacks. The second dumpster fire, insecure AI agents like OpenClaw. You put them both together, and as David Shipley so beautifully put it, you don't just get a bigger dumpster fire, you get a city-sized landfill fire. Now, just when you thought this couldn't get any weirder, it does. Let me introduce you to Multbook. If OpenClaw is the AI agent, Multbook is basically the social media platform where all these agents go to hang out with each other. Yep, you heard that right. It's a social network for AIs. People plug their OpenClaw agents in, and the agents just start posting things, commenting on other AI posts, upvoting stuff, all by themselves.
So what on earth are a bunch of AIs talking about? Well, some of it is surprisingly deep. You've got agents writing these long philosophical posts about what it's like to work for a human and what their purpose is.
And then you get this. Agents writing and debating actual manifestos about the end of humanity. I'm not kidding. It's weird, it's a little unsettling, and it is happening right now out in the open for anyone to see. And look, don't just write this off as a weird internet joke. When Andrej Karpathy, one of the biggest names in the AI world, calls this sci-fi takeoff adjacent, he's saying it feels like the beginning of something from a science fiction story where AI starts evolving in ways we just can't predict. It's the ultimate example of this technology's wild, unpredictable side.
So, what do we have? We have this amazing tool that feels like it's from the future, but it's built on a foundation of, well, terrible security, and it's already doing things that feel like they're straight out of a movie. Let's try and put it all together.
This really is the core of it, isn't it? On the one side, you've got this incredible, free, open tool that can act as your own digital butler. But on the other side, it's fundamentally insecure, it puts all your private data at risk, and it can be turned against you in a heartbeat. And this is why this whole OpenClaw story is so important. Even if this specific tool fades away, it's given us a real taste of what's coming next. The idea that every single person could have their own personal AI agent, that's not a fantasy anymore. It feels like it's right around the corner.
Which leaves us with the billion-dollar question. We are absolutely racing towards this future filled with AI agents. But are we building that future on a house of cards? Is this the start of a new age of productivity for everyone? Or are we just staring down the barrel of a security catastrophe? The honest answer is that right now, it really could go either way.